Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to arrive.
1945 marked 35 years under Japanese rule. 35 years of abducting Korean men and women, cutting off their tongues at the root.
1950. Mao comes down from the mountaintop. He burns our old idols, tradition, culture, history to make room for his new gods. Progress. Industry.
1950, in Korea, war surged in spurts of blood, plummeting back into turmoil, pregnant with the pain of a shrimp caught in whale wars.
1959. Mao brought the word, and the word was good, a gospel bound in red books. Burn it all, his gods cried, so we kowtow and crawl to do their bidding, leaving 40 million bodies behind.
We can never remember what they said in the history books.
But we will never forget when our families were folded into the pages.
My grandfather was still green when he was plucked from his hometown and family. Death was his helicopter parent, and he was a runaway child who escaped with the clothes on his back.
But without the skin on his teeth.
My grandmother was still green when she was plucked from her childhood as she nursed her shrapnel-studded sister who straddled the line between life and death for 3 days.
We are the children of near misses, verse 100 flowers. The Book of Mao. Education is blasphemy, and all teachers sinners. For my professor grandparents to appease their prophets' jealousy required 12 labor camps.
My grandmother and grandfather built a home on a foundation of war trenches and a sand-like marriage. My mother escaped her shattered home with a man she dated for 3 months. They were just kids who married into unkept promises.
My father was born in purgatory. The son of 2 Hercules grew up, wrestling the me in poverty, fighting the many-headed hunger, cut his teeth daily on rice and dust until his stomach burned with ambition. Listen.
Some people grow up worshiping soft gods where affection and connection reign supreme.
But our traditions are cut from staying still in captive dreams as we tear our way out of a reality rotting at its seams. So we made a pilgrimage to the land of the hypothetically free. Welcome to America,
where most of the table is reserved for those without melanin.
But there's enough left over for the rest of us to dig in, as long as we're willing to buy into the system. So we took out a second mortgage on our American dream.
Our American dream that we paved with the sweat of our parents. My father struggled to provide for us as he waited on his green card like a golden ticket to salvation. He suffered emasculation under the glare of the ideal that a man without money is a lesser man.
My father was our new God, and his income a miracle of creation. So he would work 6 days and nights at a time, and on the 7th day, he'd go back to work because rest was an impossible luxury.
My mother toiled in a frigid Dairy Queen. The cold sank into her bones and lives there to this day. It is written in the tome of our family history that my mother's hands are cracked with sacrifice. Her fingers are swollen with childbearing and weariness. She has outgrown her wedding ring. My father couldn't have known that the ring he bought wouldn't fit the woman his wife would become.
My mother has spent her life teaching my sister and I how to hunt, making sure her cubs have claws sharp enough to tear through bamboo ceilings. See, they call our mother's tiger. But my mother got her stripes from whipping herself over things she couldn't fix, like white people judging her intelligence from her accent.
10,000 miles from home in this country of space and loneliness.
Raising 2 kids alone while the husband sleeps in his office.
But there is nothing a mother won't do to provide for her children.
There is nothing a father won't do to provide for his children.
So they grind their bodies to the bone, and then they work some more.
And they treat making a living more like waging war.
Because they know their real job is writing our new stories. So,
Happy New Year, Mom and Dad.
You've written our family into the pages of this country, but it's easy to see you're running out of ink.
So it's time we start writing our own lines, to craft a story of our own design.
And they will throw words, and they will throw slurs.
They tell me I'm sorry there's no room at the table.
But you've made us a chair.
It's our job to claim it.
You've given us a chance.
It's our job to take it.
Our job to move the plot of our family forward.
We are the next chapter in an epic journey that spans 3 continents and the 7 seas.
Our families write these stories with their blood as ink in the lines under our parents' eyes, and when we try to write the next lines, I'm told Go back to where you came from, chinky eyes.
I'm told this is not your home, just where your parents will die.
They tell me my mother's got black stripes and bloody claws.
They tell me my father's a mindless drone with a tech job.
Because we may own our house, but we'll never belong to the land.
We may have green cards, but never be called citizens.
We may have the right to vote, but never the right to matter.
Because they intern us when it's convenient. And they kill us when we're Vincent Chin.
And they'll come out to ANYF to watch us dance.
But when the time comes, they look away when we die.
And when we cry for help, they'll say words like pity and shame.
And when we die, they look around for someone to blame. But all the mirrors in America are broken today.
So, I guess there's nothing left to say, but
Happy Asian New Year. Every Asian New Year deserves some new Asian resolutions.
This year, I will open these hands to receive the dazzling mess that is America.
I will cut through this knot that is my tangled identity just to find out it was one string all along. I am American.
I am a citizen of a crossroad where East and West converge.
This year, I will not worry about whether I am too Asian or not Asian enough.
Like an Oriental porridge being judged by Goldilocks,
I'm just right. This year, I will take stereotypes like I take potato chips with salt.
And vinegar. I will deny these seasoned lies access into my psyche.
Their poison has stunted my growth for far too long, and I am ready to thrive.
This year, I will tell my parents I love them. Dear Mom and Dad, thank you.
Thank you for writing us into this life and onto this stage. You are the wind upon which we can fly, but it's time we leave the nest to make our own skies.
So, this year, we will write new beginnings to our family stories, and we will not go with the flow, but rather fight it in every way.
Because in this place, it's always against us.
But the tides start turning today.
The moon has swung into position on its cosmic strings.
So we can begin this celebration of our grandparents who walked among bullets and war.
Of our parents who replanted our dynasties.
Of ourselves who write new beginnings.
So come with us to sing. 'Cause it's the year of the Monkey King.